So it's Peter Cox, I'm Head of Sport, Leisure and Culture at West Northampton Council.
So can you just talk to me a little bit about your involvement in the Women's Rugby World Cup and what you were doing in terms of getting a bid into Northampton?
Yeah, so I was involved at the beginning when we had the opportunity to write a bid, so worked with various partners to pull the bid together. Sort of opportunity for us to showcase what Northampton's all about, really. So we put that all into the bid, worked closely with the Saints and some of the other key partners in the area, put it together.
And how important was it to get Northampton kind of, it's already on a rugby map, but on the map for the World Cup and have rugby here on a World Cup stage?
Yeah, it was important for us, not just for rugby as a sport, but for sport in general and for the place. We wanted people to see that Northampton has the ability, and West Northampton has the ability to host major sporting events, major events. So it was really important for us. We know that rugby is a real passion for people locally as well. So it was a chance to bring that opportunity here for real celebration.
And then obviously your daughter's here for her second rugby session. How important is it from a parent's perspective to have your daughter getting involved in rugby, getting involved just in sport in general?
It's really important. She'd never played rugby or watched rugby on TV before the Women's Rugby World Cup. So getting her involved, coming down to the fan zones and feeling the atmosphere, coming along to watch some of the matches at Franklin's Gardens as well was really important. And just since then, she's got involved in training at a school, and that spiraled then because she keeps talking about playing rugby. So she's now come and joined the local club. So it's really important, not just for the sort of playing the actual sport, but for the well-being sides of things and the social element as well. It's really, that we can see that she's really enjoying it at the moment.
And just kind of touching on that about building kind of a local lasting impact, what did you see from your side within your job role of getting the World Cup here? How has that impacted locally?
Well, the hope at the very beginning when we were putting the bid together was that when people during the tournament hosting, that people would be in a queue and they'd be having a conversation about the Women's Rugby World Cup and everything that was wrapped around it. So I think what we really hoped was that we would see the tournament delivered really well and the engagement from people, which we did see, and that in 12 months' time, people are still going to be talking about the Women's Rugby World Cup and how great it was, and the fact that we've seen local clubs grow their women and girls teams and the number of players that they've got as well. So that's all part of that. But we've seen lots of different spin-offs as well, where we've had local films made, we've had an arcade machine made, we had buses wrapped in the area. So it was more over and above just the sport. I think that was the most important thing for us.
Perfect. And is there anything else you would like to add on your involvement within the World Cup, on girls getting involved in rugby, anything else like that? It's right if there isn't, it's just a chance just in case I've missed anything.
Yeah, no.
So then finally, can I just get you to say 3 words to describe rugby?
All right, oh, hold on.
It's okay, do not panic.
Fun, sociable, and respect.
Perfect, amazing, thank you so much.